Hello everybody, Merry Christmas, and a ho 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 to you. In this series of videos, I will be explaining exactly what Twin Peaks is about. I know exactly what it is about, and I will provide a forewarning that this series of videos will absolutely ruin Twin Peaks for you forever. There's no going back after this. Similar to that fine gentleman who did a 4-hour analysis of Twin Peaks, I do believe that my interpretation of Twin Peaks is the correct and final interpretation and fully expresses David Lynch's artistic vision for Twin Peaks. I like that guy's analysis, but I feel like he sort of missed the forest for the trees. He got part of the story. He got part of the story, maybe like a quarter of it, but he didn't go all the way there. And I definitely recommend his analysis because there's a lot of great stuff in there if you're really interested. I'm going to try to keep my interpretation as short as I possibly can, and I have quite a bit of confidence that I can do this quicker than he did, and because I have looked at the bigger picture, because I've seen the more important bits, I think my interpretation will be more succinct. Okay, so for this first video, I want to talk about Season 3, Episode 15. If you remember, the big important moment that happens in Season 3, Episode 15 that's when Dale Cooper awakens from his fugue state as Dougie Jones. And what awakens him? Well, he's watching cable television and he sees Sunset Boulevard is playing on the television. And he hears the name Gordon Cole, and that's the thing that really and he suddenly awakens, and what does he do? He sticks a fork in an electrical socket, and you should bear that in mind. That's also pretty important. But back to Sunset Boulevard, because I don't think this is just like a cheap shout-out moment where it's like, oh yeah, Sunset Boulevard, you know, that's where Gordon Cole's name comes from. And I don't think it's just like, I don't think it's as, I don't think it's as simple as that. I think Sunset Boulevard plays a major role in enlightening you to what happened in Twin Peaks, what really happened in Twin Peaks. So let me talk about the character of Gordon Cole. He really isn't much of a character in Sunset Boulevard. He's sort of just a name, and he only appears, I think, once. But the whole story of Gordon Cole is he is Norma Desmond. I'm not going to explain the plot of Sunset Boulevard because you can look that up on your own, or maybe I will. I don't know. Okay, Sunset Boulevard is about, it's about, go watch the movie. Okay, Sunset Boulevard. So the significance of Gordon Cole is he makes the phone call to Norma Desmond where she thinks that she's going to get her big comeback film made. She's in her state of delusion, and Gordon Cole is her connect to Cecil B. DeMille, who she wants to direct her big comeback film. But Gordon Cole, what Gordon Cole is really interested in is her car. He wants to borrow her vintage car for use in a different film that won't involve her at all. So I recommend you go watch Sunset Boulevard. It's a really good movie. You'll enjoy watching it. It's great. Go watch it, and then you'll understand the rest of this video. Okay, so So let's look at Gordon Cole's let's summarize Gordon Cole's character in Sunset Boulevard. He's not interested in Norma Desmond the way she wants him to be interested in her. He's not interested in her as new talent for the next Cecil B. DeMille film. He's interested in her ride. He's interested in her car. He wants her ride. And I use that term ride. It's deliberately a double entendre by David Lynch. A ride as in he's only interested in her for sex. He's only interested in her for her car. So the ride in Twin Peaks is not a car. It is a horse. That is what the horse means in Twin Peaks. The horse is a ride. And you remember at the end of season 3, for a brief moment, the awakened Dale Cooper in Odessa, Texas, sees the white horse coin ride outside of Eat at Judy's, that coffee shop that he goes to. There's a horsey ride, and the horse is white. And it's a white horse, just like the white horse that shows up in the original series of Twin Peaks. So a horse represents a ride. Why is it a white horse? Again, we come back to Sunset Boulevard. The mansion that Norma Desmond lives at, the manor of Norma Desmond, Joe something, I forget what his last name is in the movie, but the main character, Joe, he says the manor looks to me like a big white elephant. What is a white elephant? A white elephant is it's a metaphor for something that you really didn't want, but that you feel obligated to take care of. That's a white elephant. You feel obligated to tend after this thing because it was a gift, but you really didn't want it, and it's just a burden to you. So he describes Norma Desmond's manor, and obviously Norma Desmond, as a white elephant. And Norma Desmond becomes a white elephant in his life. She leads to his demise. He loses his girlfriend. She's off to go make a film with that other guy. He's trapped taking care of Norma Desmond because of his tremendous sympathy for her. And he ends up getting literally killed by her and just kind of swallowed up by the Desmond Manor. His future is annihilated. And that's that's really what struck David Lynch about Sunset Boulevard. And that's why that film is so important to him, because it was the film that helped him realize that his wife was a white elephant. He did not want to be married to his wife. He did not want to be a family man. And that is the story of Eraserhead. His first film is about his terror at being forced into becoming a family man when he was, he was an artist. He had to move on to bigger and better things outside of Philadelphia, outside of his wife, who probably, he's expressing a very negative view of his wife. He does not remember her fondly, and he does not remember life in Philadelphia fondly either. So his wife was a white elephant. That's what Eraserhead is about. And his wife was a white elephant because, like Gordon Cole, he was only interested in her as a ride. He only wanted the ride. He wanted sex. And he fell victim to his sexual impulses and ended up with this woman who was not right for him, who tried to ensnare him into a life that he never wanted. So another character in Twin Peaks who has this characteristic about him is Leland. Leland is only interested in women as a ride. He only wants to have sex. He does not want to fall in love. He's a philanderer. He goes to a brothel and hires prostitutes, and it's implied he sleeps with his own daughter. He's only interested in women as a ride. He's not interested in his child. He's not interested in his wife. He's not really interested in any woman as anything other than a sexual experience to him. So Sarah Palmer is just a ride. She is a white horse elephant in the room. And that's why in the original series of Twin Peaks, the white horse appears in the middle of the Palmer house. It's the white elephant in the room. But it's a horse because it's a ride. And Sarah Palmer is the white horse in the room. And so we're talking about white horses. When does another white horse show up? When those scary lumberjack men, the woodsmen, right, they invade the 50s. And they're cracking people's heads open. I think in another video I'll try to talk more about like the lumberjack woodsmen and what they represent, because they're all over season 3, and they're really just like, they're not in the original series. They're in season 3, and they show up a little bit in Fire Walk with Me. Where were we? Oh yeah, okay, so this is the water, and this is the well. Drink full and descend. The horse is the white of the eye. Now, this is where we come back to that other guy's analysis of Twin Peaks. I believe he mentioned this. The horse is the white of the eye. You're looking the other way. The white of your eye shows up. It's this arc shape, and you see that in the last episode of season 3 too, that white horse on the blue plate that's making this arc shape, and so the horse is the arc white of your eye when you're looking the other way. Go watch that 4-hour analysis, you know the one, and he'll go more in depth to that. Okay, is there anything else? I think we'll stop there. This is the first in a series of videos, and I'll explain to you all of Twin Peaks, and this will I've already completely ruined the series for you if you've made it this far, so I hope you're like a Twin Peaks mega fan. Or